Welcome back to the channel here. I have a 3v3 game here on Motherlode. That's one of the maps that I know because it's from vanilla. And you can tell it's Motherlode by the big lake in the center, or sea, depends on how you view things. Many fish in it, but it's surrounded by carbon, so you'll never get to it really, unless you're lucky enough to be in that game where it doesn't spawn the trees properly and there's a little clearing and you can sneak around and get some boats and some shipyards. Getting into this one, we got John here. He sent me this game, and it's he's in the green playing the First Order, and his pocket here on this team is going to be SY. In the purple, playing the Naboo, luring a Ronto. And lastly on this team, we got Soup here as one of the wings, in the orange, playing Resistance, and he's facing off against Esty here in the blue, Imperial Remnants, his pocket being attack here in the red Wookiees. And lastly, we got Flagcap Arnie here in the teal, playing the Geonosians, and looks like there's a lot of nerfs on this one. Is Motherlode. It's kind of usually famous for that. It's got like 12. I think they're probably getting about 16 or so. Somewhere over here, maybe. Not sure, but what's good about Motherlode is usually there's extra nerf spawns, and wow. Oh! Oh, that feels bad, man. That feels so bad. Oh! So close. So close to so many extra ones. And yeah, you need to remember, if you ever get this map, to look in the corners, because that tends to be where they spawn. Like seeing all these extra ones here. Groups of 5 and groups of 6. Nerfs are crazy, man. Like, it's crazy food. You look at that, 77 food per in-game minute for the 10 of them there. So you could end up with, like, say 20, 16, that's over 100 food per in-game minute. Frees you up to put your workers onto carbon early. You go for like some really early bounty aggression, but you do need to bear in mind when there's also lure that people can go to T2 really quickly, like between like 6 and 9 minutes or so. Usually like 10 population quicker than they normally would in like a really normal or balanced T1 food start, so gotta be wary of that. Your window to do damage is a lot shorter, but you know, you can get set up quite powerfully quite early as well. So really depends on what people decide to do. If someone's really greedy in the face of that, they will pretty much just die, I suppose. You can have quite powerful T2 mounty rushes as well with the nerfs. And pretty good like 3 troop center trooper rushes. But then you can also have super quick T3s. Like you can have like if you get like a map that's got like 5 lure, like 20 nerfs, it's probably got like 12-minute T3 or something like that. And the units in T3, if you don't know, very snowbally, super fast, high rate of fire, great damage output, particularly against workers, fighters and strike mechs, so you get them out really early. The best tools to defend them are actually in T3, so if someone's trapped in T2 at that point, they can be in for a lot of trouble. And I've seen a lot of people like trying to like Soup sneaking away 4 nerfs here from Esty. He's only really got about 10, I think, at the moment. That attack just, it looks like he's stealing nerfs from him as well. I don't know. It's still a lot over here on the edge as well. It looks like attack is going to be eaten well today. Lots and lots of nerfs. And these guys have still not been found. I saw John that got up to about here with his scout. And look at these. He scouted kind of well, but he's just really unlucky. I didn't see this one though. There's still 4 in there, 4 or 5. Troop center already down here for Arnie, and Arnie on halfway to T2. So remember what I talked about there? You can get like a 17 population on the way to T2. And he could have been set for a pretty powerful early trooper rush here, but he's going for Mounties. Mounties and T2 is interesting. He's facing First Order, and the Flame Troopers kind of just beat everything, like Mountie wise, so I don't know if like Mounties are the best thing to go there. Oh, Esty finding a lot of nerfs here, Soup fighting for these. I mean, why wouldn't you? You want all those. He's gonna have so many nerfs. He's gonna have to like start shooting them or something. There's so many nerfs over here. This guy's finding all the nerfs right now. Ironically, he's only got about 10 himself. He desperately needs them. He's going for farms right now. There's still a Ronto to eat. And the Mountie coming his way as well. So he's trying to like he's trying to shoot nerfs, grab these nerfs, get these nerfs around. He's just found more nerfs with these nerfs. And now he's getting mounted as well. And he's put his carbon into farms. It's not great. 3 idle workers. He doesn't have the multitasking for this. Like, who could? There's too much going on. And on the other side of things, you got the Flame Troopers versus Heavy Mounties, which I bet they still lose. Because they do no damage. Flame Troopers, this T1 unit just doesn't care. The only thing left to him would be like counterattack. His power core is really exposed over here. These nerfs running around. Wait, where did all the nerfs go? Did SY get them? He's got 7 and he's built an airstrike out. He must have grabbed them. Did he just sneak them all past John? Just swipe them? Didn't give them to John? Did he lose the power core? Oh dear. Looks like he did pull workers for it, didn't hit it though. That's not good. Arnie's having a bit of a shambles right here. Bad times. I think Esty needs to run like a worker around here and just... You should know where all these are, right? Yeah. Let's just run over here and make an airstrike in the corner. Attack. Why is attack building a troop center? He's on the way to T3. What's he need a troop center for? He's attacking at the same time as SY. Why does he need a troop center? Just a waste of carbon. But honestly. Why is this the time to get the trooper upgrade? I don't know. That's just not good decision making in my eyes. You focus on what you should be doing. I mean, like, this carbon's great for building, you know, air bases when you hit T3. Like, why get trooper? You're not going to make any. That's just crazy decision making. Maybe attack has been replaced by an AI now. He was really into AI. Maybe that's what's happened. It's not quite learned everything yet. Interesting. No range on these. 3 range. No range on these either, I guess. Even Flame Troopers though. Tanking. And SY gonna pretty much grab the holocrons, come for that sort of greedy T3 temple spaceport. So they're not gonna worry about Arnie too much right now though, since he lost his power core. And he's making mounties against Flame Troopers. Not great. More nerfs here. Is attack actually going to give these to Esty? This isn't attack, this is an AI. Attack would have these in his nursery already. Fine him, man. It's a double airbase as well. He usually builds just one. He's going to have such a great, like, has he got what, like 30 nerfs? Illuminati triangle right here between these 3 nurseries. Attack was replaced with a clone or an AI. I'm going for a triple airbase as well. That isn't him. It's all a lie. SY double airbase. So as the fighters get out here, the wings are going to have to worry because fighters do crazy damage. They're super mobile, perfectly suited for Motherlode with all the trees that just fly over them. I see a Bantha. A spare one. So he's getting like 360 food per minute from those nerfs. SY showing up here. It's triple troop center, so it's like 3 anti-air troopers at a time, which will be quite good to defend himself here against SY. Attack is on the way with 2 fighters. This should be easy pickings for them. Where were you guys shooting? There you go. Attack needs to get all these fighters together. Get these 3 air bases that he's got lock queued up, get them all pumping, grab them together, and just go and kill John, right? John does not look very well equipped for this. In fact, does he have any anti-air at all? Surely you can be on garrisoned. No, none. Really reliant on SY right now. So much carbon as well, you can definitely afford it. Oh! Oof. That was lucky. Is SY gonna go and fish or something? Or is he going Padawan? He's gonna fish. I must land here, right? No? Where's he going? Don't. You need to fish. Come back. Nobody fishes. Come back so someone fishes. Power droid and a worker. It's got to be fishing. Where? What? Is he gonna make a troop? Not a troop center, like a mag factory? No. Surely fishing. Because you play air. SY loves an aqua harvester as well. Surely fishing. Maybe he's just overshot it, right? He's coming back. Deploy the shipyards. There we go. We got heavy troopers over here. Whiff range. And some fighters coming in here. Surprised you go for those upgrades with so many, like, so little troopers to invest in. Probably better to just go straight air. Like, if you're gonna get the upgrades for these, you might as well just keep making them, right? Get loads of them. I don't think resistance are that good of a trooper civ though, because they miss like damage upgrade. I think they get repeaters, but it's like, why? You know, it's like 6+2 damage rather than like the 6+4, like all the other civs would get, other than Confeds. Yeah, it's not a good trade. Attack's got like triple air base production, but I feel like he's just not really putting it together well. Like, he should be overwhelming SY. He should really just be rallying everything to Arnie's base right now, and then just playing off of that and trying to overwhelm John here. And task SY that way, you know? Make him come and defend, and then just play off of Arnie. Look what Arnie's like assembled. Like, he's got all these Mounties together. He wants to fight. He just needs the air support, really. Because he can't do this and then have SY just kill them all. He needs attack to come and fight with him. And this will really catch John off guard, because John seems to love cutting corners. Like, open power core. I don't really see any other defensive units other than like a few anti-air. There's no turrets or anything. Like, this is really going to mess him up. Like, I don't even see a mech factory. He just hit T3. He's got no units to deal with this at all. He's fully reliant on SY defending him. And all attack needs to do is just kill the air. And then this is like a player kill. Attack's still got fighters over here, some in the base. Like, if these were all here, this is just dead. And the Mounties are even killing the anti-air. Arnie can just keep rallying these, right? And this isn't like a terrible thing to do, really. Like, he's got the food income for it. The Genosians get their armor for free on troopers. So he just needs to get the advanced upgrade and the plus damage. And then he's pretty much got like a really, really well upgraded unit to sort of spam that beats a lot of stuff. Attack kind of letting him down here, to be honest. The fighters just chilling. And SY going to be pretty much free to kill these, and John just needs to hide in his command center. Like, he's trying to build another command center, no military. I think Arnie probably frustrated by that, to be honest. He slammed down a heavy weapons factory to build anti-air mobiles, so get his own anti-air. Seems quite committed to doing this. Do wonder how many nerfs has he got? I only got 21 and he's doing this. Not really building any workers. Pretty much all in on this. This is all he's doing. Getting advanced mountie. Don't really slam down any farms or anything. I think these need some upgrades as well. Oof. Attack's just been caught with his trousers around his ankles here. Like, come on, man. So many dead workers there, I think. like 10 or so. We had to build a turret under the fighters. Those were Soup's fighters that snuck up. I asked to try and do some strike mech aggression here, but the bomber is going to be really annoying. The SimCity of Soup here is like a complete mess, but like to his benefit right now. Because strikes don't even know where to go. Arnie going for another attack here, bringing his anti-air mobiles. I think they're going to stop SY doing what he wants to do. Not really out there raiding, but he is getting these fishing boats going. Should really start powering up his economy. Even more so than the nerfs that he's got. Like, he really should be on his way to T4, I would have thought. Yeah, halfway there. Looking at attack though, attack has 2k carbon, 2.5k food, and he's not going T4. That's crazy, man. Like, he just needs to build this research center. You could just sell half his carbon or some of his food, and you can just take up probably the food, right? And keep the carbon. Gets the food for free. All those nerfs that he's got. Speaking of, there's still so many over here. What's SY up to? I think getting his holocrons. Attack has joined again this attack. Quite air for SY, but he doesn't really feel compelled to take the trick. John's just gonna die, isn't he? He's got no units. Like, he's just entirely reliant on SY defending. I mean, SY could take this trade, but is there a point? Does John even have like a worker? Just this one. That'll be his rebuild worker. We're gonna lose everything else. SY is T4, he can get fast fighter. He's gonna have to. He's got a lot of work to do. Like, he's gonna go off and like really damage these players now. Is Arnie trying to go T4? Oh, he's trying to get the thingy upgrade maybe. The batteries. No way he's going T4. Need a lot of food. I mean, all he has to do is not die. Yeah. I think your battery. Maybe try and get tracking afterwards. So SY will have to go around with these fighters and do as much damage as possible. It does have Soup. Soup's in a good spot. Not really taking any damage, got a lot of nerfs. Air Civ as well. Some strike mech aggression to deal with, but yeah, you could really put the pressure on. He probably just has to try and like kill off Esty quickly though. That's why getting on top of Arnie, and Arnie really not equipped to deal with this. Attack, he's only really started T4 now. They're in serious trouble in this regard. This is pretty much a really good opportunity for someone like SY to go bombers and actually get, you know, like good use out of it. Like, he really should have gotten like another 2 or 3 air bases and just started pumping out some bombers with some upgrades and just kill Arnie here outright. And he needs to get on attack as well. So these batteries are going to be okay, like getting rid of these guys, but bombers will like one tap them really. They no reason to lose these like this. That's crazy. Too busy trying to defend this nursery over here. Attacking on it. So Soup is just falling over here. What on earth? This is the hill he's decided to die on. So many workers dying trying to get that fortress up. Just clean up the fighters from attack here, but that is a lot of workers going down, and that's an open invitation to Esty to just keep this aggression going. So now SY and Soup are going to be kind of pressed here. He hasn't really touched attack. Though attack did lose those workers to Soup, he is hit T4 now. And SY really needs to go well, some temples, maybe? That's an option. It's not quite as potent as the old bombers, but it'll be good, it'll be annoying. It's just not like, it's not going to give you like an outright kill. I kind of feel like a situation like this, you need to like kill a player. Just to get that sort of reset in your mind and see that like, okay, we lost a player, but they've lost a player now, so now it's just 2v2. Whereas the Masters is kind of running around being annoying and keeping people down a bit, but it's not like a player kill really. We got a few workers here. Let's attack like his air hidden away, or no, he's pumping at interceptors. That's pretty good for them then, if it's not fighters. He's got 4,000 carbon. What are you up to, buddy? Spend your resources. Like, sell some of it. Get some CCs everywhere. Like, finish that one. Get another one here. Probably don't need to slam down more airbase. Get some farms and stuff. Queue up tons and tons of workers. Boom. Boom hard. Pump out the air. Just sell this resource that you're not using to... If he needs Nova, sell it for Nova. There's a master. Somewhere. I'm blind. I hear it. Why can't I see it? And there it is. It's on the nursery. He did delete it. The classic move would be like when you convert it, the nerfs get ejected, but if you capture them, you can just slam them back into the nursery, and it's yours now. But he's deleted it to get his nerfs back. To make a new nursery for them. Losing the anti-air mobiles, that sucks. Attack really needs to step up and help out here. Wall's going to be a good solution to the Jedi, for sure. Not if you sit at the gate though, keeping it open. Might want to do less of that. Esty walling out the fortress here. It's like, no, you'll never build this. Gonna build his own fortress. Unfortunately, a much crapper spot than here. I wonder if you like just build it like on this. Does it just get the benefit entirely? I assume it would. I don't know. Suppose. It's not like you can have a partial buff, right, from elevation. Maybe it doesn't apply to buildings. I thought it did though. Someone will tell me in the comments. There's too many things to know. So they get the fortress out here. Arnie is pretty much just fighting for his life and not really receiving the greatest help. I mean, you can just look at it like he's sort of done his job though, you know, killed off John, but the amount of damage that he's taken, John is actually going to catch up to him, because I just get like 4 command centers here. Don't know if he's been sent any money. Yeah, he received like 400 carbon probably to get himself started, and then he could pretty much spaceport. Get the rest of the stuff that he needs. Yeah, he still never took his spaceport away. It's a bit of a bad move there from Arnie. Always take the spaceport away. It makes things infinitely harder. So Soup not looking like he's got a very good solution to this problem that's been growing on his doorstep, and it's actually getting out of control now. Quite a few mechs here, shield generator, fortress, artillery coming out. A lot of workers here building all these things. I guess they're pretty committed to just trying to kill him here. A lot of masters from SY did transport them, and you did know he had that transport from earlier, right? Trying to convert the buildings while a bounty hunter shoots him. Does he win? Does he get the troop center? I think he dies, surely. No. He made it. A lot easier to do this now though, the bounty hunters being 100-100. So this should be less of a threat than it would be in vanilla. attack sort of half booming now. Still hovering 4k carbon. Crazy. He needs to be like transitioning into some troopers or something. Like he could afford a lot of the infrastructure. It'd be great against the masters. I think he probably should try land across or something. Build some troop centres and play around the interceptors, right? Just cancel out the air. He's got a few here. That's why I just got a lot of masters here in the base of Arnie. Stealing his buildings. Keeping him down. They're really lucky that Esti's doing so well on this side, because now they've got like a sort of win condition going for them. Like if you can get through Soup here. Looks like Soup's gearing up to go into like an artillery transition here. They have all these heavy weapons factories. A wall down here about it. Just looks like sticks and a pile of sticks. A few workers going down there. Fortress going up now for Arnie. Well, not Arnie, attack here in Arnie's base. And some troop centres, so. Will be something. Oh, he's so ahead of him though. SY is really doing well here. 5 mech factories. Naboo got great heavy strike mechs, so that will be really good against any sort of troopers that he pumps out for a long time till he gets all the upgrades, and then they can maybe start pulling it ahead with grenadiers and such. But for now, that's going to stop any sort of aggression coming their way. A lot of units here for Esti. I think he has T4 now as well. It's just John and Arnie who are trapped in T3. And John just getting a free time here to just boom as much as he wants before he comes back into the game. Whereas Arnie is still juggling bounty hunters around his base, trying to deal with these super annoying masters. He's gonna have to kill his own power core with a pummel. Trying to build him some walls around his battery. John telling Soup to go heavy on mech destroyers here. I think he just needs the artillery, no? I got good artillery. I got the +1 range, heavy artillery here. Should be fine. Just needs to set them up in this shield. And they get a really nice arc. This hill's a little bit annoying though. The elevation bonus. Some berserkers helping try to clean this up. I think I lost all those batteries, but another fortress here. Triple fortresses here for Arnie. Get a bit frustrated with the masters. And now the strike mech's showing up here, doing a lot of damage. John again, just a free time to just boom. Get a research centre. Could start thinking about getting himself up to T4 now. And Soup out here with some advanced fighters from Resistance. Between the turrets and the interceptors though, they are going to clean this up. I worry for Esti here that don't really feel like he's invested too much in his army lately. And he's suffered some losses and like +1 range artillery versus his without it. Could be bad. If Soup gets into like a good spot here and starts shelling down this position, Oh, SD ran his heavy strike mechs into SYs here. So Crusaders, they're not going to be the best solution for this. Get some damage and keep them going a bit, but SY's doing the same, and he's really doing the same, right? Is there a gap somewhere here? No. There might have been before, but it looks like it's been closed up. That prefab, maybe. So it needs to be careful, all those nurseries are here. Doesn't want to lose those. Some attackers to defend. Is that 2 volleys per strike mech, maybe? Don't know where we go from here. Things are sort of settled out now. I think RNA's finally getting a breather. Making another fortress though. Maybe he's going to mass up geos or something. I don't know. It wouldn't be terrible. Get the shields now. Maybe he can get a lot of geo warriors and find John. Finish what he started earlier. Double fortress here. Going to be quite a powerful unit to go into, the Royal Crusader for SY here. Looks like he was building a few. He's got the elites. He's got some of the armor upgrades as well. Still missing a damage upgrade. But he's getting there. He's going to have a really strong eco, right? Like if we have a look at things, like he's got the most food, most Nova. So they got 90 workers. But I mean, 3 hollows giving him Nova too. Means in terms of a ceiling, you could have a lot more room for units, really. But you should probably get like 30 workers or so. You could say like 120 or something like that. I think that would be reasonable. He's still got a lot of carbon. It's going to put me to sleep. He's still got a lot of carbon for how many strike mechs he's been pumping out. "17 idols. That cannon, if that. Oh, that's a pummel. God, it looks like a cannon, doesn't it? That's such a weird pummel. Just looks like a battery. Like a battery pack for like a wireless Hoover or something. Menacingly gliding towards you. Or a Roomba. SY does open the gates here. I think he maybe just wants to strike mechs in. Crusaders would be great against the artillery here. They're all going for 1 though, he needs to split them up a bit. The attack does have a lot of units to counter with here once this is cleaned up, but they do have to deal with these strike mechs that are running around. Huh? What paths did they just take? Aren't they like here? I don't think this is a good trade for soup. And the unit arc's really good for SD, and then he's got the hills. And those nerfs have just walked past to their death because of the piercing attacks. So there's some sort of game pause there. That's where all that chat came from. SY nearly emptied the sea. It's quite bold for SY to trade like this. He doesn't really have control of this small. I heard a geo. Oh. Maybe it is time for mass geo. What is he up to? Get his upgrade. All eco upgrades. No diligence, yeah. Not sure what Arnie's going to do unit-wise here. Esty needs to just pump out some cannons, those two. Could just start dominating here, kill off these shield generators. It's got so many units out. After Soup took that really bad trade. I don't know, man. God, Arnie's poor. "97 workers. They've got 7 units. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of bored of this one. Yeah, John's finally playing. Oh, wow. Okay. There's something exciting happening. Oh, Arnie's built some units. Fight out that. The boring little period's over, I guess. Because it was just like the same old and some harassy strike mechs sitting here. As I said, it's kind of crazy to build a trade like this when you don't control it. Because attack can just sit here and they're going to kill so many traders. They're kind of greedy. I mean, this is where SY built his forward as well. And so they should have just traded here. So many traders are dying. Ace still here. Gonna take a lot of damage from these grenadiers. They're getting some really good arcs on these. I'm not too sure what's happened to Soup. He's just sort of burned out. Only got a few artillery. He's losing all his infrastructure here. Maybe just doesn't know what to do with this civ. These guys are, that's too many cooks for the broth here. It's only the one stockpile Nova that comes with the command center. They're all on it. If attack finally gets these trooper upgrades, like, this could be scary. They got +1 damage at the moment, heavy trooper though. SY, a lot of interceptors here. Having to do a lot himself this game. That's a lot of strike mechs running into the base of Soup here. Very open now. Needs to get a lot of MDs to chase those down. That's going to be really annoying for SY if they get into his economy when he's sitting here trying to fight everyone. Now and he's got repeaters, heavy mech destroyers, army together now. Sliding back into the game. John will kind of be needed down here, I would have thought, but he's going straight into trade, right? He's being really greedy. The strike mix will be annoying. He's all the way over here. It's gonna be. I think like SY could get overwhelmed here. I mean, at the end of I think this should have just been Soup versus Esty here, and John should have come down here because it's like he's got to protect his trade as well. His trade's here. Once Arnie's like putting together a really good army, it's like, what's SY gonna do? 2v1 with attack helping Arnie down here. Esty needs to take these nurseries away. Attackers will be good, I think. If we can mass them up. Only a few anti-air mobiles here. There's a very anti-mech army running. The problem is these buildings might mess him up here with the piercing attacks. I don't know. I don't know how much damage these guys take. Oh, they're pretty tanky. They're going to meet shield very well for the Grenadiers. That's unfortunate, just getting the army wiped like that. But I suppose he's thrown away his heavy strike mechs a lot. And there's some masters from SY ran into his base here, converted some of his buildings. Kind of distracted him during that attack, and that's just a big reset here. Esty's lost all of his pressure. And now on the other side of things, attack and Arnie pretty much linked up here. They're going to fully cut them off with that spaceport. And what is there to match them here? This feels like a mass AC opportunity for Naboo, really, to deal with all this, being Motherlode too. He's already got a big clump of interceptors to protect them. He had 2 turrets here. He had double fortress. I don't think Crusaders are really going to be it against 2 Trooper civs. SY killing off a few of the workers of Esty here. The only thing Arnie and attack are lacking here is some like anti-building stuff. It's like some artillery or some cannons. There's a cannon coming in. Does have a lot of fortresses. You could be like pumping these out like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, it's a big problem. The trade's so close to this point. Everyone's like, what, first order? Don't know how well troops are going to do for this. These are just not ground civs, you know? Not good ground civs. The way John's played, it's almost set up like he wants to get into ACs or like assault mechs here. Don't see any mech factories though. All these traders. The Wookiees are much better troopers. The Geos are alright, but they're going to have some bulky mechs as well. First order, kind of like a half and half. Some troopers, some mech. They're not really... I don't think they really compare to Geonosians, to be honest. They have like that attack speed. The Grenadiers should be good. They've lost the shield here though. Soup's taking advantage of him losing that army. Now got the troopers from John as well. They're kind of just 2v1ing Esty here. Pretty unfortunate. Not really anything to deal with this. You're still making mechs into all these flame troopers and grenadiers, and so they maybe just need to hold on this side. But I would like to see some ACs pop out. There's 2. Because you've got to take advantage of this choke. Soup's really sort of like finished up his boom, I guess, and really started pumping out the units now. Big swell of heavy mech destroyers here. A lot of resistance ground. It's not like the best ground forces, but he's gotten a lot of it really quickly in that opportunity when Estes lost all of his stuff, so it's going to look super overwhelming to him. He's trying to get some new infrastructure. Only 200 population, 50 more than attack. Attack's really got, like, he's so much res and just not, like, no units. He's just 150 pop. That's pretty much about as much workers as he should have, and he's only got 109. Got 12,000 food, 5,000 carbon. Where are the units? Still not upgraded these troopers either. His ACs are walking straight up into the Amobiles, and to be honest, a little bit too ambitious here because just lost all 4 of them. That was an absolute disaster. But I'm not really seeing anything on the other side to stop this push from Soup. So even with these blunders, they're getting away with it. Arnie trying to get some like assault mechs out and stuff, but he's got to be poor, right? He spent a lot of Nova across this game early on Mounties. He's trying to get some trade out, but like very soon these guys are going to be encroaching on this side because Soup's got like a massive army now. Like a lot of attackers, some artillery to back this up, and then just a big swell of mech destroyers. And they're not really getting anywhere in this choke, they're just sort of half trading because, I mean, the Geotroopers aren't the best, and the repeaters here missing a lot of health and armor and damage as well, 6+1. More ACs popping out, and those Hailfire rockets are pretty strong though. That's like 6 ACs have died. He's trying to hold on, but look what's coming his way. Attack, sending some anti-air troopers and some bounty hunters, that's not it, man. Need some better units there. Not really got any Nova income. Has he got any traders? Not really. A temple and a hollow next to it. On the way to play Wookiees. Honestly, would have been better to just go like Wookiee mech at this point if he's not going to upgrade his troopers properly. They're not going to get any trade because you want to combine this with artillery. That's the kind of the best Wookiee army composition. Get that 12 range artillery. Nah, I think they've kind of just lost. Because this side is just completely folded. As you would say, like a Mars bar on a hot summer's day. There's nothing here to meet these guys. Almost an anticlimactic end. Arnie finally gets everything back together, but nope, dead. I think John's teammates have done a really good job keeping this game going for him, considering he pretty much just died at the start of T3. Yeah, this guy did a good job getting up to T4 and get all that damage in. So they got like a good holding army here, but we're not really pushing. Well, look how far Soup's getting. They try, like Estes trying to make some walls and stall out and stuff, but How long do 6+1 repeaters take? You know it's mental, right? Like, they don't even get heavy plating, man. This could be so much worse if they had heavy plating. Grands and MDs are such a strong combination. It's kind of the meta now, I think, with the stim packs. I mean, Soup's slowed down here, but it's kind of just his own choice. These guys do so little damage that he could just ignore them and walk past them. Like, he could just walk into the base. Like this master. He's leading the charge on his own here. They're even taking ages to kill him because they're missing +3 damage per auto attack. He just walks away. He doesn't care. Probably been standing there for 10 minutes. I already saw it getting somewhere, but attack is completely absent from this side now. Getting those berries. Another AC. Oh yeah, 4 ACs again. Doesn't have his anti-air mobiles anymore. And see, pretty much kicking the door down. I feel like they got a GG. This game's just completely ran away from them. I find this so mental. You make all these mech factories, but you won't make any mechs out of them. Nice, they're going to be the first to GG here. An attack. And there's Arnie. And that'll be the end of it. What do I want as a thumbnail? That's a question. Is it the Soup Troops? Probably the Soup Troops, right? But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I found that one a little bit boring, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe a little bit anticlimactic at the end, but if you like the content, please consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to get involved with the games that we play online, you can find our GBG Discord server invite link down below in the description field. You'll find one for Expanding Fronts, which is the mod that we're playing here. And if you want to support the channel another way, there is a PayPal link down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.